Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, 4th of February, and we'll have a nice constant flow. This is a vinyasa class. If you feel that any point the flow is too fast, you can always slow down. And if you feel that it's going too far, it's too strong, of course, back off. You can rest for a minute and then join in at the next position. Okay? So let's start simply by getting onto our hands and knees on the mat. By the way, if you have a block, you might want to keep it nearby. We're going to be doing some half moon poses and we may need the block. Okay, let's go. On the hands and knees. Hands can be underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. So in this position, you should feel that everything is about even on the hands and on the knees. The weight is even. So not too much weight forward, not too much weight back. But here we're going to shift the weight. So now let's shift the weight back towards the knees. Go back as far as possible or as far as is comfortable, and then come back up. Breathe out as you lean back. Breathe in as you come back up. And again, we're going to breathe out. Breathe in 2 more times. If you can go gently for your knees, especially if there's any issue in the knees. And then we come back up. And here we go for a cat and cow. Breathing in, curl the spine. Breathing out, and let's round. And again, let's curl, breathing in. Breathing out, let's round. Breathing in, we'll curl. Breathing out, rounding. Once more, we're going to curl and round. Come back to a flat back and let's bring the knees together. And we'll work the right hip. Lift the right knee up and make a nice big circle around. So you lift the right knee to the right elbow, shoulder up and around. Once more. Moving up and around. Now straighten the leg behind you. Lengthen out the leg. Point the toe. Lift the chin. And see if you can widen your shoulders here. Take a deep breath in. Lift higher. Breathe out. Knee and nose come towards each other. Breathing in. Lift higher. Breathing out. Knee and nose. 3 more times. Stay with the movement. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Bring the knee back down. Knees are once again together. Hands nicely pressing into the floor. Let's raise the left knee up to the elbow and around. Nice big circles. Go up and around. And we're just kind of lubricating the joints now, just to get us ready for practice. 2 more times. Make a nice big circle. Last one. And then stretch the leg behind you, pointing the toes. Lift the chin, lift the leg higher. Breathe in. Breathe out, knee towards the nose. Breathing in, lifting. Breathing out, rounding. 3 more times. We get that movement into the spine and the hip. It's also moving the neck, a little bit the shoulders and shoulder blades. Bring the knees back down. Now open your knees as wide as the mat, toes close to each other. Bring your right hand underneath the face. Take a deep breath in and let's raise the left arm. And then we're going to weave it under the body, twisting. Let's do that again. Breathe in, raise the arm, open up. Breathing out, twisting. And again, breathe in. Breathe out and twist. So 2 more times. Breathe in, twisting open. Good. Breathing out. Once more. Let's breathe in, twist open. Yes, excellent. Breathe out. come back up onto all fours. Now we'll bring the left hand underneath the face. Raise your right arm, breathing in, twist and open. Breathing out, weave underneath. Breathing in, twist and open. Breathing out and weave. 3 more times. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Keep going. See if you can make a constant movement here. And we're just prepping the mind and the body and the breath as well for some constant movement, some vinyasa. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring your knees closer together. Walk your knees back. Tuck the toes under. And let's take our first downward facing dog. In the down dog, let's pedal. Pedal the feet. And now, pedaling straight, I want you to pedal twisted. So twist the right knee in front of the left, and then the left knee in front of the right. So the hips stretch and twist, as well as the low back. Good. Straighten both legs. Let's take a deep breath in, move into a plank position. Keep the belly strong. Breathe out, move to down dog. So let's keep going, breathing in. Now the breath in goes into the chest, the ribs, and the breath out, you keep your belly pulled in tight. Breathing in into the chest and ribs, breathing out. Once more, we get into plank and we're going to move to the floor. You can lower your knees and then gently lower the chest. Point your toes, lengthen out your legs. Let's rise to a little cobra, just a little one, and come on back down. And again, breathing in, rising, legs are strong, breathe out and lower. Breathing in, rising, squeeze the shoulder blades at the same time. Breathing out, lowering. 2 more. Breathing in, open. Breathing out. Here's the last one. Breathing in, open. And breathing out. Come up onto the hands and knees. Press the hips back, tucking the toes. Come to downward facing dog. Let's begin stepping our feet forward in small steps until you reach the front edge of your mat. Bend your knees, grab your elbows, let your head, shoulders, and chest float down towards the floor and rock from side to side. Coming back to center, lower your arms down and let's roll the right and left shoulders. And then turn our head from right to left, little no. And then up and down for a little yes. Bend your knees low. Hands to your hips, elbows pointing skyward. Lift your chin, chest follows, rise to a lovely standing position. Here, you want to make sure your hips are back. You keep that gentle curve in the low back. You lift your ribs up and away. You stretch your arms to the sides. Feel like your shoulders are widening out to the sides. Lift your chin, and let's go hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath in, rise up, stretch long. Breathe out as you bend and fold forward. Come to a halfway lift, breathing in, and let's step back to a plank position. From the plank, you can lower your knees and practice a push-up if you wish. Move all the way down, point your toes, rise to cobra, and push back to down dog. Now make your breath flow. Remember, in the movements, you do not have to do a push-up if you don't feel like it. You can just lower down and meet us for cobra. Look to your hands. Take bigger steps forward this time, bigger than before. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Bend your knees, rise to standing. Find that perfect posture and stretch your arms by your sides. Hands come to your heart center. And let's go again. Deep breath in, rise. A little bit faster this time, breathing out. Halfway lift. Stepping back to your plank. Nice strong plank. One push-up if you wish. And then move it down for the cobra and downward facing dog. Again, 3 deep breaths here. In and out. One more deep breath in. Looking to the hands, big steps this time. Big steps forward. Halfway lift. Breathing in. Breathe out. Folding. Hands to your hips, elbows up, bend the knees. Rise. Find the perfect posture and hands come to your heart center. A little bit faster. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Folding. Halfway lift. Stepping back to plank. Do that push-up if you feel like it. And then all the way down, moving into cobra. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths in down dog. Stay in the position. I'm going to come and have a look at you. Stay here. Good. Look to your hands. Now you could jump if you feel like it. Stepping or jumping forward. Good, Vincian. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Rise all the way to standing. Find that perfect posture. Good. Hands to the heart center. And let's move. Deep breath in. Breathing out, folding. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. You guys are looking great. Beautiful. 1 push-up. Down and up if you want. Or 2 or 3. All the way down into cobra. Yes, Claire. And downward facing dog. Feels so good. 3 deep breaths in and out. Stay with your breath. That's part of your flow. And how important the breath is. Evelyn and I are both reading books on how important it is. We'll share it with you when we're finished. Look to your hands. Let's go again. Step or jump forward. Whew, good. Halfway lift. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. We're going to move through it one more time. Come to that perfect posture, please. Yes, hands to your heart center. Deep breath in, rise up. Folding forward as you breathe out. Good. Halfway lift and step back, plank position. Good. 1 push-up or 2 or 3. All the way down, coming up into cobra and push back to your downward facing dog. Good, good. All right, stay with this. Stay with your breath. Let's raise our right leg up. If you want, bring the feet together. That it helps with balance. And here, Debbie, you won't want to raise the right leg, okay? You'll want to stay on both feet, and you can go from down dog to plank on both feet. So right leg raises, breathe in, breathe out, knee to the nose into a plank position. That's it. Breathing in, rise up. Breathing out, plank position. Excellent. And again, rise up. We're going to do 5. Breathing out, plank position. Good job, everyone. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Let's do it. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then raise the leg up. Swing it between the hands and take your warrior 2 position, please. Good.
Anne, I'm sorry, I didn't get what you were doing in the plank.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Okay, I'll show it. I was talking you through it. So let me show. Everyone stay in your warrior 2 position. So the back and forth, Natalie, is the leg. The leg goes up and then under the bottom. This one. Okay? And I was mentioning to Debbie because she has a foot that's hurting. So for her, instead, you just go from plank to down dog without the leg rising, okay? And then you just meet us in warrior 2. Got it? So don't worry, you'll have a chance to do it on the other side, Natalie. Let's everyone reverse, go back, and then down again into a plank position.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome, no problem. into a plank position, everyone. Lower the knees, do a push-up or 1, 2, or 3. All the way down, point your toes into cobra and downward facing dog. Okay. Now, I mentioned, now you're in down dog. If you want a little bit more balance, bring your feet together in down dog before raising the left leg, okay? So you can be here, and then the left leg rises. But for Debbie, she's gonna keep her feet down. So let's take a deep breath in, everyone. Breathe out, bring the knee underneath. Breathing in, rise. Breathing out, you're getting into a plank. Again, we do this 3 times, or 3 more times. Sorry, it's 5 total. 2 more times. Once more. Raise the leg back up, in between the hands, and you take that warrior 2 position. Stay in warrior 2. Stay in warrior 2. So we're gonna stay in warrior 2 just as long as we did in warrior 1. Sink down. Good, I'm taking a look. Your knee going more towards your baby toe. That's it. Keep breathing. 3. Yes, very nice, Marilyn. 2. Everybody's looking great. 1. Let's reverse, go back. Yes, and back down again and into plank position. Do that push-up, 1, 2, or 3 push-ups, however you feel. Beautiful, all the way down, and take a cobra and downward facing dog. Very nice, very, very nice, everyone. Good. Look to your hands. Step or jump forward till you get to the front edge of your mat. Come to the halfway lift, folding forward, bend your knees down low, hands to your hips, and take a chair position. Raising the arms up, sink down in chair. Now, bring your hands to either side of your head, like you're leaning back in a lawn chair, okay? Hands to either side of the head, elbows wide, belly in. Twist to your left first. Just twist to the left. Keep the knees as they are. Twist the upper body. Yes. Come back to center. Twisting to the right. Open up. And back to center. And again, to the left. Twist and open. Back to center. Breathe out as you twist. Breathe in as you come back to center. One more time each side. Breathing out, twist. Yes, breathe into center. Breathing out, twist. Into center. Good. Now raise the arms up, reach tall and long, and let's fold forward. Halfway lift. Stepping back to a plank position. 1 push-up, let's do it. All the way down, point your toes, going to cobra, and downward facing dog. All right, Natalie, this is where you get the chance on the right leg again. We'll only do 3 this time. Right leg comes up, take a deep breath in, breathe out, bring the knee to the nose. 3. Back up again. 2. Here's the last one. 1. Now raise the leg and swing it between the hands for a warrior 2 position. From the warrior 2, clasp your hands together, lean back, open up the chest, lean forward, wrap the arms over the head, coming back up, lean back again, reach your arms out, and let's reverse and move down to a plank position. 1 push-up, let's go, or 2 or 3, all the way down, cobra, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here just to recover. Then maybe the feet together and raise your left leg. Same thing as the other side, knee to the nose into the plank. 3 times. Back up. 2. Back up. 1. And let's bring the leg between the hands, rising up to the warrior two. Good. Clasp the hands together. Check to make sure your legs are in the proper position. Let's go back, open up, fold forward, raise the arms. Lifting back up, go back again. Raise the arms back into warrior two position and reverse. And let's move down to the plank. Whew. Here we go, another push-up. All the way down, cobra and downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. Pedal your feet, releasing and letting go. Now pedal twisting, bringing one knee in front of the other. Releasing here. Okay, let's raise the right leg, bring it back into the warrior two. Here's maybe where you want to use your block. Set the block out in front of you. Rise up to your warrior two position. Now is when we're going to do those half moon poses. Let's reverse to take momentum. And then we'll bring the right hand onto the right block, onto the block, sorry, in front of the right foot. The left foot will rise, left arm rises. You can have the block in different positions. You could also use a pillow if you wish. And Debbie, for you, keep the feet down. Keep the feet down. Just bring your hand down towards the foot or to the inside of the foot. All right? No big deal. Everyone who's in the half moon, the full half moon, hold it here and just bring your hand down. So if anyone has the foot still down, you just bring both hands down to either side of the right foot. Holding and breathing. Everybody stay. And then we'll raise the right arm up to the sky and twist. This is twisting half moon. And you can do this as well with the back foot down. That's right, keeping the back foot down if you wish. Good. If you fall out of the pose, no big deal, just take it again. 3, 2, 1, bring both hands down, both hands down. Whew, raise the leg a little bit higher behind you, hold it up, hold it up. Good. Now bring both feet down. Working with the block if you wish, or with the floor, lift your heels and come to a squatting position as low as possible. If it's too much to get right down, you can come down to a squat, a deep squat here with the heels down. So it depends on how your knees are and how your feet are. Maybe this is better for your feet, okay? So whichever you've chosen, hands come to the heart center, close your eyes. Keeping your balance. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back down to the floor, fingertips touch, and gently straighten your legs, everyone. Now the knees should always be soft. I'm not a fan of completely straightening the legs. There's too much going on at the back of the knees and the hamstrings get overstretched. So keep the knees soft, okay? Grab a hold of the ankles and pull yourself down. Looking between the legs, just let the head sort of drop. A lot of blood gets into the head now, and that's fine. No big deal. Now bend your knees low, hands to your hips, elbows up, lift your chin, looking forward, press into your feet, and slowly rise all the way to standing. Whew. Raise your right knee up. Now you can hold it here. And Debbie, if it's too much, you just point the toes of the right foot and you have the knee bent here. Always adjust. You can always modify. If you got the knee up, I'd like you to stretch your arms out to the sides and see if you can twist your body to the right. Holding the arms wide, turn your head to look at your back hand. Holding 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Bring the hands to either sides of the thighs, bending the standing leg. Bring that right leg out to the side. So what it looks like will be sort of an open lift here. Hands on the outsides of the thighs. Lean forward, bend even more the standing leg, and we'll press and pulse. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, well done. Come all the way up to standing. Release, hands at the heart center. Look for that perfect posture. Here we go. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, let's fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back to your plank position. One push up here, all the way down, cobra, and downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. Take those 3 deep breaths. If you need to, you can come into child's pose to relax. And we'll go for the other side now. Left leg comes up and between the hands. Spin your right heel down, rise to that warrior 2 position. We're going to get into half moon pose. We'll reverse and go forward, getting the left hand onto the block if you wish, or onto a pillow. Right leg comes up. Again, if you're going to do it with the foot on the floor, that's fine too. Holding. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Both hands down, you're facing the floor. Keep the leg up. Holding. 3, and you can do it with the foot down, just touching. 2, it helps to strengthen the opposite leg as well. 1, and then we'll raise the left arm, opening up for a twisting half moon. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back down again. We'll pulse up with the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down next to the other. Separate them about hip width. Decide how you want to get into the squat. Either come halfway down or all the way down. Hands at the heart center. Close your eyes and balance. 3, 2, 1. Open the eyes. Fingertips on the floor. Stretch your legs straight. However, knees always stay slightly bent. This time, grab a hold of the big toes. Knees soft. Elbows bend out to the sides. Look between your legs. Holding here. Deep breaths. Release your big toes. Hands to your hips. Bend your knees. Work through with a curved spine. Curved spine as you rise. All the way up to standing. Good. Raise your left knee. And again, you can do it as well with just the toes on the floor. Stretch your arms out to the sides, and we twist to the left. Opening up, turn your head. See if you can look to your left hand. Twisting back slowly. Hands come to the outsides of the thighs. Bend your standing leg and bring your left foot out to the side. Press into the hand with the left leg, lifting up 5. You lean forward a bit, back is curved. 4, 3, 2, and you should really feel that gluteus medius working. 1. Come all the way up to standing, and hands come to the hips. Good job. Let's take our tree poses. So you want to start with the right knee bending, bring it out to the side. Either you keep the toes on the floor, okay? Or you can bring the heel higher than the kneecap or at the inner thigh. Raise your arms in a V position, lift the chest, set your gaze at one point, breathing here. Focus all of your attention on that one point. The energy circulates freely in the body, but all of your concentration and focus is on that one point. Hands to your hips and lower the leg. We'll change legs now. Left knee bends out to the side. You're either at the floor with the toes down, or heel higher than the kneecap, or the inner thigh. Lift the arms, stretch them as straight as possible in a V position. Focus your attention on that one point. Hands at your hips and lower the leg down. Nicely done, everyone. Very nice. Come back to the front edge of your mat, hands to your heart center, and let's move to the floor. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, bend at the knees and fold yourself forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Let's step back to the plank position and hold your plank. Hold it. See if you can draw your hands towards your feet. If it's too much, you could lower your knees. Find the position that suits you. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down with or without your knees. Once you're down, point your toes, bring your hands underneath your forehead, and just move the hips from side to side. Let's lift the head and shoulders. Bring your elbows into a cactus position by your sides. Raise your head, chest, and shoulders, and then the legs as well. Squeeze the glutes tight, lengthen the neck, and hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Move the hips again from side to side to release. Lift your head back up. Reach your arms behind you and clasp the hands together. Raise the head, chest, and shoulders and arms, as well as the legs. And we hold again here. Lengthen out your body. 3, 2, and 1. Come back down, hands under the forehead, and move the hips again. Now the next posture, we're going to move into bow. So decide whether you stay in snake and do a snake pose, or if you grab the ankles or the tops of the feet and move into bow pose. Find the position that suits you and stay here. 3, 2, 1. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the knees. Stretching out the side body. Right hand off the mat. Left hand on top. Press your hips back. Lifting back up. Left hand off the mat. Right hand on top. Press your hips back. Lifting back up. Walk to the front edge of your mat. Double up the front edge. Come up onto the padded part. Find your camel pose. Tuck your toes under, hands at your low back. Press the tailbone down and lean back over your legs. If possible, reach for your ankles. If not, keep your hands at your low back. Open up the front body. Either look forward with your head or let your head go back. 3, 2, 1. Look forward with the head and lift up. Bring your hands down. Swing your legs to one side. Set your feet flat and roll down onto your back. First bridge, hamstring bridge. You walk your feet away, elbows by your sides, arms by your sides. Heels push into the floor. Lift your hips up. Now, if you feel this is really good, but a little bit too easy for you now, because your hamstrings are super strong, you can raise your right leg and bring it back down. Then your left and bring it back down. Choose. Either both heels stay down or you lift one leg at a time. Good. One more time. Right leg back down and the left leg. All right. Everyone lower the hips down. Walk your feet in towards the hips parallel. Elbows into the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades tight and raise your hips. Lengthen out the neck at the same time. For those of you who would like to take full bridge pose, set your hands now, come to the crown of your head and all the way up into full bridge. We stay for 5 more breaths. If you're in half bridge, squeeze your glutes tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Full bridgers come to half bridge. Everyone raise your arms over your head and lower the back 1 vertebra at a time, very slowly. Once you're down, soles of the feet together, knees wide, holding here. Let the arms relax. Let the back relax. Let the belly relax. Now keep your legs in this position. Clasp your hands behind your head. Open the elbows. Lift up on the upper back. And we're going to do some abdominal work here. I want you to feel like your soles of your feet are pushing against each other. So your knees may lift a little bit. That's fine. It's going to help to engage some of the lower abdominal muscles and deeper core muscles. So let's lift head and shoulders. Breathe out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your right knee and let it go over on top of your left knee. So you're like in a little spinal twist. You still have your head lifted up towards the sky. Reach your right arm as if you're going to touch your heels. And let's lift. 10, breathing out. 9, excellent oblique work. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the head. Open the right knee. And we lift the left knee. Bring the left knee on top of the right. Reach your left arm out. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your left knee. Right knee follows. Both knees are now bent. Raise both legs. Elbows wide. See if you can get your knees at 90 degrees. We're going to lift towards the knees. And as we lower, we'll stretch the legs out. Go as far as possible. And Christian, if this hurts your back, just keep your knees bent. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Let's go. 5, 4, Breathe out as you lift. 3, 2, here's the last one. Stay with it. 1. Whew. Feet come down. Arms reach behind the head. Reach your legs out onto the floor and get a good stretch from fingers to toes. Excellent. Lift your right knee up against your chest and make a nice big circle with the foot, releasing the ankle and the toes. Change the direction. Now, flex your foot as much as possible. Grab behind the thigh. You'll lengthen your leg to the sky, but without completely straightening the knee. Grab a hold of the thigh and pull it down towards the earth. So you have that curve in your low back. The low back does not press down. There is curve. You can slide your hand underneath between the low back and the floor. Hold this and breathe. You should feel the stretch behind the thigh. So this is the hamstrings. If you can completely straighten your leg, you're going to feel how it increases and it goes even into the calves. Okay? You do not need to pull the leg towards the chest to get this stretch. And this is a much healthier stretch for your low back, preventing the roundness of the low back. Bend the right knee. Let the right foot touch the inner thigh of the left leg. And let your knee go to your left. The right leg goes over the left leg. Reach your right arm out to the side. Look over towards the hand, keeping the shoulders down. And we move back onto the back. Let's bring the nose and knee towards each other. And stretch your right leg onto the floor. Reach your arms over your head. Let's get again the stretch of the body lengthening out. Let the low back arch. It's good for it. Feel the stretch through the belly. And then bring your left knee up. Grab a hold around the leg. Nice big circle with the foot. Perfect. Change the direction of the circle. All right. Flexing the foot, you grab behind the thigh, stretch the leg, but maybe the knee stays slightly bent. You'll pull down the thigh towards the floor. So pull down with your hands. It's going to arch the low back. You want that, and you want that curve. The foot is really flexed, shoulders relaxed as well. To go farther, you just straighten the leg even more. No need to pull the leg towards you. Just straighten the leg even more. Holding, letting the stretch happen. This is the active stretch of the hamstrings and the back of the leg, which is much healthier than the passive stretch. Good. Rebend the knee. The foot goes to the inner thigh of the right leg, and let the knee go towards your right, turning your head to the left, opening up the left hand. Look towards the left hand, shoulders down. Deep, slow breathing. Rolling back onto your back. Bring the knee and the nose towards each other. And then both knees come up. Nose in between the knees. Now, stretch both legs to the sky. Okay? You can either hold the backs of the legs, again, finding curve in the low back, or if you do have a block or a pillow, let's place the block underneath the hips or the pillow and also stretch the legs to the sky. Keep the curve in the low back, grabbing behind the legs if you need to hold them there. If you don't, bring your arms by your sides. And we'll stay here for 1 minute. This is super healthy posture for the circulation. It also helps to drain the legs of lymph. And simply taking the effect of gravity off the legs really helps the joints to loosen up and to get more liquid. They need to be hydrated at all times. A few more deep, slow breaths. Now bend your knees. And if you have a block or a pillow underneath you, set your feet down and take the block or pillow out from underneath. And then when everybody have the hips on the floor, I want you to find the right hand side of your mat with your right foot and just slide the foot down the right hand side of the mat until it's stretched straight. And to relax the leg, allow the foot to roll out so the toes roll out to the side. Then the left foot slides down the left-hand side of the mat. And once you find the edge, allow it to roll out towards the left-hand side. Reach your right arm towards your right knee and then turn the palm to the sky and let it rest on the floor. And then the left arm, you reach towards the left knee, turning the palm to the sky, set the back of the hand down. And then gently turn your head from right to left until you find that perfect position for the head and neck. Turning the head back to the sky. Now, if there are any minute movements you need to make to get yourself more comfortable, go for it. Get those movements out of your system so that you can remain completely still. Taking deep, slow breaths in and out of the belly. Finding your breath calming you down, becoming even more relaxed. Bring your attention to the right hand side of your body. Completely soften and allow the right hand side of the body to melt. Now the left hand side of the body, softening and melting. The front of the body, softening and melting. And the back body, softening and melting. Imagine yourself now in a forest. taking a slow, leisurely walk. The sun is shining through the branches and leaves of the forest. And underneath your feet are old dried leaves. As you walk, allow any of your worries, any of your concerns to be absorbed by those old dry leaves. And in front of you, you see a big old tree. And you sit down with your back against the tree. This tree sends to you strength, courage, and serenity. Strength, courage, and serenity. Send thanks to the tree. And begin deepening your breath. Finding yourself back on your mat. Back in the room where you practiced. And begin moving your fingers and your toes. Moving your arms and your legs. Stretch from fingers to toes, lengthening out the body. And then gently raise your knees up to your chest. Squeeze them in. Rock a bit from side to side. Good. Stretching your right arm to your right ear. Roll all the way to your right hand side, all the way over. Nice. Setting your hands down, lift from the side, come to a seated position. Very good. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face, tapping around the eyes. And let's shake the hands out in front of us. Let's do it again. Bring energy to the face. And it also helps to bring energy to the rest of the body. And shake out. Now bring your arms across and grab a hold of the shoulders, shoulder blades, and just squeeze. So you're going to feel your chest lifting against your arms and your arms pressing against the chest. Give it a good squeeze. And then hands come to your heart center. Thank you for joining, everyone. Have a lovely day and a very nice weekend. Namaste. Take good care of yourselves. Bravo. Well done, everyone.
Namaste, and thank you.